Today we are going to be studying some vocabulary words and definitions for solid figures and 3D figures. You all have a note sheet, and I want you to follow along with me as I go and fill in the blanks as we move through this video. The first thing we're going to look at is some definitions. The first definition is called a polyhedron. And a polyhedron, fill it in right here, is a 3D figure whose surfaces or faces are all polygons. A prism is a polyhedron that has two parallel congruent polygon-shaped bases and faces that are parallelograms. I'm going to show you a picture of a prism in just a minute. So we're going to take a look today at some of the characteristics of prisms because that's all we're going to be studying today. So the base is a face used to classify a solid. So whatever the base is, that's the type of prism. Okay? A face is a flat surface of a solid. The edge is where two spaces meet. And the last one is a vertice, is where three or more edges meet. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what all of these words are. Okay, so now we're going to actually look at a rectangular prism. So this here is a rectangular prism. The way I know that is by its base. And as you can see, the base of this shape is a rectangle. So that's what classifies. So when we look at that, we want to say, okay, the base is number of sides. Well, this base has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So we would write the base's number of sides, we would say, is 4. Now the faces, that's the flat surface on the shape. So these are all considered faces. So there's 6 faces on a rectangular prism. The vertices they're really like points. It's where they come together. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we also have 4 on the bottom for a total, as you can see, of 8 vertices. Now the edges are where the faces meet. So they meet here. Okay, there's 4, but they also meet at the top or on the bases as well. So you also have 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom base for a total of 12 edges. Okay, now this next, that's the net. The net is what does the 3D figure look like when it's flattened out. So you can see the picture, and then here is another example. This is another way the net can look. And what you're looking at is these right here, the ones that stick out. Those are your bases, and that's how you classify the shape. So right away when I look at this, I see all rectangles, so I know it's a rectangular prism. All right, let's look at the next shape. The next shape is a triangular prism. So here is a picture, and you have one on your note sheet, but here's a picture of a triangular prism. The way I know that is, once again, it's identified by the base, and the base is a triangle. So that's how we call this. So first of all, the base's number of sides, it's a triangle, so the base's number of sides is 3. The faces, those are all the flat surfaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces. Again, the vertices are the points, so you've got 3 here and 3 on the other side for a total of 6. And the edges are where the faces meet, so you've got an edge here, 3 on this side, 3 within the prism, and 3 on the other base for a grand total of 9. Okay, now with this net, you can see your picture, and here I have this shape again. As you can see, here's your bases. So the base is a triangle, so right away that's your indication that it's a triangular prism. Okay, the last one, the next shape here, the last one we're going to look at is a hexagonal prism. The reason we know it's a hexagonal is, once again, look at the base, and as you can see, the base is a hexagon. A hexagon is a 6-sided figure. So the base's number of sides, oops, I don't know what that just was, but we'll get rid of that. The base's number of sides, that has 6, because hexagon is 6. The number of faces, okay, well, we have our 2 bases, and then we have the 6 faces for the hexagon, so we have a total of 8. The vertices, once again, that's like the points, okay. The vertices are where the 3 edges meet. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you've got 6 across the other base for a total of 12. And lastly, the edges where the faces meet. We have 6 on the base. We have 6 on the shape here, and we have 6 along the other base. These are all of our edges for a total of 18. So lastly, when we look at the net, you can see the net on your picture, but here's another way it can look. The biggest thing is you want to look at this shape. This shape tells us, oh, it's a hexagon, so it must be a hexagonal prism. Okay, that's how we classify the shape. All right, now that you have your note sheet filled out, if you look right below these, there's a lesson quiz. There's 6 questions. Using the notes that we just filled out, I want you to answer those 6 questions and enter your answers into Schoology before you come to class tomorrow. All right, good luck. See you later.